It's that time again, everyone. It's time for Memes of the Week, number 11. I'm your host, Jason of Awake Souls, and I'm joined by the Limitless one, Ronnie Shine Harris. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing? What a day.
That song's got me pumped up.
Yeah, it's a good one, right? Getting head on the week. I can't sing. Yeah, what a crazy day. So the technical difficulties are that I've hit the maximum amount of hard drive space for my editor, right? What was it
Maxed
at?
it out.
Almost 6 terabytes, right? So I got to do some work on that this weekend. I guess I'm going to be forced out of the editor. It's amazing how things supernaturally take place in this realm. So we had to
House
add.
cleaning
Go ahead.
during spring, right? The spring house cleaning.
Yes, spring house cleaning. But everything will still go ahead as planned. We just have to do it a little bit different tonight, right? I'm still trying to do the radio voice. I need to chill out, you guys. How was your week, everybody on the other side of the screen? Was it fun? How was your week, bro?
My head has been in this video, so I don't even know what's going on in the world too much. It's
So your
why
answer video.
it's why you had to put everything together for tonight. And yeah, I'm just putting my head in that video, and I've set the tentative date line for myself of April 10th. So seems doable right now. We'll see how it goes. Um, Now, I like the way it's turning out so far. I'm happy with that. There's a few things I would love to be able to stick into it if I had enough time. But it's going to be, well, when anybody asks us, how does your map and model work? That's going to be the video that we give them. And it should answer pretty much everything.
I mean, I really like it. The clips that I've seen are really good. I'm excited about it. I'm enjoying the graphics. I'm enjoying the way you got it going. And yeah. So, by the way, we're going to be bringing Beyond Flat Earth back. I don't know if you guys heard that already yet, but we're bringing Beyond Flat Earth back. We're going to start using a third channel. We have multiple ways that we do what we do on social media, and we both agreed that that might be the good thing because it's the 5-year anniversary of that channel. Where we started podcasting,
Yes.
Fight Against the New World Order 5 years ago on the Triumphal Entry. So we're going to do the podcast from there. And, we don't care about views. So it doesn't really matter, right? Remember the last time we used that channel, we had to stop using it because we were only down to like 15 people would tune in, right? And they all quit.
Well, I think it says 14 right now. So
Okay, yeah, same thing, right? Same thing. So, I mean, it doesn't matter where we go. And so, yeah, you're going to have the Triumphal Entry video for the 10th, right? That's 9 days.
let's talk about the reason why we're here tonight. All right, because we're live on the Limitless channel.
Yeah.
I got a community guideline strike on Awake Souls. It was for the cyber attack video, and so it's interesting. We we screen recorded a version of it. So YouTube, when they give you a community guideline strike, the video's down. You don't have access to it anymore, except where there's one window where you can like appeal, right? So you have a text box, and they have a little preview window of the video, so they don't allow you to see it full, like at its actual quality, and they don't tell you what part of it you did the dirty, in their opinion. So we screen recorded it. We have that copy of it. Really, there was no hate speech in it, so we were right over the target. That was the one where we're covering. You covered the CBDCs, right? And I was pointing out, what was it with Putin that
The cyber attacks.
yeah, well, that's the big thing. Oh, how it was all predicted. This was all the New World Order propaganda programming for the cyber attacks, bringing in the a grid down situation, and then when we go back, that it'll be to the CBDCs, that they're going to blame it on our current banks in their present state being hackable. But so Bitcoin's supposed to be unhackable. So
So
that
ridiculous.
narrative, and that got us a community guideline strike. So that's the second one. So there'll be absolutely no awake souls for the next 2 weeks. And
2 weeks.
and because we're at, well, because you can't do anything with the channel for 2 weeks, um, and because it's at the second community guideline strike, we won't do anything with the Awake Souls channel until that's up. So I think that's like June 2nd, or no, the second one is like June 29th or something. So we are here for the long haul. But Ronnie mentioned we'll also be using Beyond Flat Earth. So I don't know if things go beyond Passover, if we don't get this Great Tribulation kickoff, you'll probably see me doing things like making an Awake Souls backup channel on YouTube that has all the same content, and just continue uploading more and more content. So we're just gonna make maximum use of our internet connection, and if we got to keep going, we'll have other channels that we can go to. So it's it sucks, we hate this, but we always figure out a way to continue putting out the message, and the people that care and are interested will figure out a way to find us as well. So that's an update on that situation.
Yeah, I can join you on that topic. So spiritual warfare is absolutely real, right? If you guys don't understand, when we put our content in places, it becomes our home. We rest there. That's our place. We get used to it. It's like you're in that space as much as you're in your physical room. You're in that space. And then they come and take things away from you. Like, so I put chapters in my videos. So when you click on the video, you could just click on a chapter. It'll take you to that section of the podcast. Jason's not allowed to do that because he has a strike. Now, he wasn't allowed to do it before this strike. Now he won't be allowed to do it for another 3 months, right? So when we get hit like that, and when we don't take the necessary steps to back up certain content, it's like a devastating blow. Like, so YouTube absolutely knows that we don't have it downloaded. I guess they just take that approach because they give you the worst screen quality. They lower the resolution of the video, and they jack the sound too. So they mess with the sound and the picture of the podcast. So you can screen record it like we did. We'll be able to still post that podcast, but the good quality high def version is gone. So we could do it again. We could do it again, do it harder, come even more harder, or we could just upload that and continue to push forward. We're going to be going over a lot of those things tonight. They're going to be tied in tonight.
So where do you think we'll put that? So I want, because Awake Souls is at 2 community guideline strikes now, they could pull the trigger and wipe out the channel at any moment, right? Because they could just look at some other old content, say, oh, hate speech, and
I mean, we shouldn't manifest it, but continue.
No, I know, but so the key here is that if you want to find our content, so far the Awake Souls content has been backed up on Odyssey for the most part. So there is an Odyssey link to the Awake Souls on Odyssey in the description box. There's so just remember that in the description boxes, we're going to continue to be leaving links to where we can be found. And Odyssey is supposedly blockchain technology where they can't take it down. So we'll have to see how that goes. But
we'll push the boundaries on that one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I am excited tonight. I'm kind of jittery. I had a lot of coffee, so excuse me. A little bit of a backstory. So as I was building the video tonight, the editor just kept glitching out on me. Too many files, it'd say. It's like, and I still managed to get the video up. So if it's not like it's good of a quality, please forgive me. I still tried to make something entertaining and artistic for the night. And yeah, this is going to be a different flow because I can't go through the memes of the week right now until I fix the editor. We're just going to have to do things another way. Maybe scroll a little bit on the Reality Check Telegram page. And also I've got some tabs. Jason's got some memes in the editor that we're going to go into. Did anybody in the chat, hey, did anyone say anything? How's everybody? How's YD? How is Jerry? How's Shine Moon Dancer? How's Battery 79? How you guys doing?
We got a good recommendation from Seth about having an unlisted announcement video left unlisted. So that way, if you get the community guideline strike, you can I don't know if they'll let you publish it or not. I think he's saying it because other people do that. But for me, it's sort of pointless now. So if I put up the announcement, the next strike, the channel is wiped out. So people aren't going to get the announcement. But maybe Ronnie should have something like that for on his channel. And yeah, just know people that typically speaking, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays are when we're going live. Of course, if there's a big breaking thing in the world, you can expect us to jump on for something like that. But yeah, it's getting down to that point where you need to have your contact information for people, because you know, if they do the big cyber attack, all of a sudden the communication lines are severed, and all of a sudden you're going to have some thought time to figure out how you're going to get in communication with the people that you want to get in communication with. So just get yourself prepared for that, people. Maybe have a couple post-it notes with contact information that you think is important, not just for finding us, but other family members, stuff like that. Have a couple post-it notes with the information, so it's not just all online information.
So, I mean, if there's anybody that's under the ages of 16, there is going to be some triggering content tonight. It's posted on social media. There won't be anything too far over the line. But yeah, I'm just glad that everybody's tuning in and you guys are learning truth with us, and you're actually seeing men stand up and not comply, not consent. That's the main thing that we do here. We try to let everybody else know publicly our names, our faces. We don't agree with this stuff. And no matter how little we are, our voices still should matter, right? And that's what we feel. And that's why we do what we do. But it was crazy just getting here tonight. I didn't know if we were gonna get through, but I didn't want to give up. I never want to give up on spending time sharing, fighting for truth. That's what we do. So if you guys just try to have a good time, we got some music. We're gonna have a lot slower paced podcast, right? So I don't know. Did you want to show some of the memes that we have, or did you want to go into the meme roller first? That one's like, turn the lights off, full screen if you've got a TV. If you don't understand how to plug the TV into the computer, we could teach you guys if anybody needs to learn how to do that. This is going to be interesting. I tried to do it. I guess I'll just set it up. Did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
No. Just going to warn people, this is going to be a little dislocated because of the computer tech. We're sort of juggling the way we're going to present the information tonight. But we'll get it out there, and it'll look good, because darn it, a lot of this stuff is some high-end looking graphics and stuff like that.
Stop. No, it's fine. It's fine. I barely even got it to work. I don't even know if the timing's going to be right, you guys. We're going to see if I got lucky. But so I'm going to push the boundaries here a little bit with the music and with the visuals, right? So just prepare, people. This isn't your average style music. This is something that, let's say if we were, what's that island again? I always talk about it. Ibiza. Just imagine we were in Ibiza. We're on the beach. Everybody's chilling out in the whatevers they've got. I would go up and decide, throw this on with the big screen and maybe some lasers and some dry ice smoke or whatever. We would do it like that with a big wall of speakers, though, that just blast you guys around. But for now, we'll just do it here live on YouTube. So yeah, turn it up. And yeah, really, hopefully you guys, and just so people know, I'm leaving in mocking Zelensky and all that, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. That's staying until this stupid fake war is over. I'm going to mock them every single time, and I'm not going to stop. And last thing I'll say before we go, if they take Jason's channel down, right, we'll put up 100. Okay, you guys are going to see a different approach if they go dirty like that. They already are playing dirty.
Yeah,
but dirty. I got to tell you, direct hit is a direct hit. We just give us that. Jason, you nailed it. Well, we just work as a team. The other people influence and help us as well. You guys don't understand. They don't get any credit, but they're always here with us. So yeah, bro, I'm just super pumped up now. I can't wait to watch this video. I don't even know what it looks like, you guys. I didn't really get to preview it because I could barely get it to go through the editor today. Like, I'm at 6 terabytes. Like, it's insane. I need 100 terabytes, right?
Yeah, you hit the digital storage wall today.
I fought through it, guys, just to get this one video up so we would have something to look at. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for being here tonight.
Let's check it out.
And now, the wait is over. It's time for Memes of the Week. Sponsored by Aluminum Foil.
And Baron James, who was head of the Paris branch and the youngest of the 5 sons of our Emperor Rothschild, gave an astonishingly uninhibited description of the 19th century Rothschild policy of keeping it in the family. In our family, we've always tried to keep love in the family. In this sense, it was more or less understood since childhood that children would never think of marrying outside the family.
I don't give a care. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do.
To looking at now.
I don't give a care.
We know it! We're breaking the conditioning! We're coming for you, globalists! Coming for you! Coming for you! I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco.
We're going to practice one of the big methods. Spinning Earth. Spinning Sky. We're going to practice one of the big methods. Spinning Earth, spinning Sky. We're going to practice one of the big methods. Spinning Earth, spinning Sky. We're going to practice one of the big methods. Spinning Earth, spinning Sky. Earth, spinning sky. We're going to practice one of the big methods. Spinning Earth, spinning sky.
Now that was a trip. Wow. That was some experimental sounds there, brother.
Everything was experimental with that, you guys. So, anyways, like I said, it was pushing the boundaries. I just thought I would do something a little different that you're not going to hear anywhere else. As well as there was some interesting truths shared in that video. We're going to be getting more into that, right?
Absolutely.
That
So
was fun.
I guess I'll present the thumbnails that, or the memes that you had sent before. Is that the plan?
Yeah. We're doing this live. We'll do it live. We should have got that clip ready for tonight in remembrance of the We'll Do It Live crew. But yeah. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We're so thankful to be here tonight. And yeah, we've got some topics to get into. And brother, there'll be lots you're going to be able to talk about with all these. So you're starting off with the hacker false flag thumbniff, which is a half give, half thumbnail. Thumbniff. GIF nail, right? It's either thumbniff or GIF nail. I don't know. You guys can vote in the chat. Well, whatever you guys think's better. So yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. Well, I mean, well, we laid it out from Glade X to Event 201 up into right now where they're at the whole take down the grid thing. Right. We put it all out there, Jason. You did an excellent job. And we're losing audio. What's going on there? I can see it on my screen. You do have the internal sound sharing. Is it that they can't hear you? Can you guys only hear me? Yeah, they can only hear me.
Yeah, I wasn't.
There we go. Now we got Jay back. Hopefully that wasn't too long a dead air.
Yeah.
I've been talking so much this week. I was trying to let Jason do some talking.
Yeah, this was a new scene for sharing this, and didn't have the mic on. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, we know. They're warning us. Thank you.
So we were talking about how this is a thumbnail GIF, and how this is the thumbnail that was part of the hangout that got me the community guideline strike. That's what I was talking about that you didn't hear. And so we were just talking about how this was on target. It wasn't hate speech. There was no hate speech in it. We were going through the headlines that New World Order sites, their propaganda. We were just covering it, and the big warning in it, and this is starting to age a little bit, is that they were prepping us for a big cyber attack, and that this was a grid down situation. And on the back side of this, when the grid goes back up, they're going to be saying the banks got hacked, your money is gone, the Russians stole it. And now you have to have CBDCs. Ronnie covered the CBDCs in it. So this is the one that they wanted not up. So this is the one that we should redo. But so where would we post the screen record that we have right now? So
Odyssey. I'll put it up on Odyssey.
Okay.
I just can't get into the editor right now.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah. So is there anything else on the?
No, we can go to the next one. How did you do the lineup? Did you do it in some kind of an order? Okay, you got boycott 5 gigahertz.
Yeah. What do you think of? What do you think of this? This was it was part of our thumbnail.
Yeah. It's mingled. Yes, of course. Not the same, but part, right? I know it's graphic, guys. I do. I'm trying to make it triggering. So this is a huge problem, right? We keep getting more and more research and more people coming out saying that these things need to be taken down. Right? We don't need electromagnetic weapons that can harm children. We don't need it. We're not going to allow it. Not on our watch. And the more we talk about not complying, like Jason, what are your thoughts on this whole 5 gigahertz thing? I know you believed earlier, we went through the research and you know that they say that it's this low frequency.
No, it's high frequency.
High frequency.
It's high frequency,
Sorry.
That generally means that it can travel less distance. Now, you can make it travel a strong distance at a high frequency by increasing its amplitude a lot. So the stronger you broadcast it, now all of a sudden you have high frequency being broadcast. And so this is the thing that I've been hearing the talk about, that amplitude and that frequency. There was a guy that Rick Wiles had on that he was saying that combination right there reacts with the stuff that people have in their bodies now, and that combination is going to be the source for what he calls the zombie apocalypse. And he was also saying that, like, the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA, they're literally doing their drills, all this stuff for that zombie apocalypse. So he is of the strong notion that this is something that can be turned on, and that when they do so, that it's going to be across the board. The people that have something in them, this high frequency signal is going to interact with in their body, and it's going to create toxic results. So that's what I've heard about 5G lately. We'll have to see.
So I keep getting a frog in my throat. So for me, what I found out was that they've been experimenting since the 50s, and who knows how long. They've been experimenting on learning how they can alter people's minds, how they can change your moods, and they can attack people with this technology. So we want it turned off. I don't want any of it. So the internet works just fine. We don't need 5G for the internet. Okay, guys, you don't need it. The 4G, the 3G work just fine. And so we're going to continue to say this over and over again. Who is in charge of all this nonsense? Is it the US government? Is it the Canadian government? Is that whose head this falls upon? We're going to keep asking. We're going to get louder. There's going to be more memes. It's going to get more brutal, because that's what we do. We bring attention to things. And it's very important.
Yeah.
So we'll probably
you bring up a great point. The only step up, the only benefit that's gained by the installation of this 5G for us is the ability to do something like download a movie quicker.
Yeah, right? On your phone.
On your phone.
On your phone.
Right. Because
and they can give it to you in your house, but it's still going to be way slower than a fiber optic cable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can't do a gigabit, and you can get gigabit service in metropolitan areas. So it's it's faster than 4G, but we know that with 4G, like all the features that you typically use, the YouTube, the the GPS, all this kind of stuff, the 4G is adequate. So why jump into 5G if there's all these possible negative outcomes just to be able to download a movie to your cell phone faster.
Yeah, and then when you look at the other side of the coin, with the capabilities they have with this technology, it's super broad reaching. Not only can they see everything now, it's a sonar technology, right? But we do believe that I've seen evidence that they can alter people's moods. This can be used. I'm not going to get into manifesting the specifics of it, but it's a problem. But we're going to get into our first song soon. I can't even remember what. I know we've got some synthwave tonight. We're gonna. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take you back to the 70s. It's not the morning song either. We got another new one. I'm gonna trip you guys out. You guys, all of a sudden, whoever was in the 70s, you're gonna be back rolling in your car with the 9 o'clock radio, or 9:30. We'll probably play that next one. But yeah, we've got some psychedelic music planned and some synthwave, and we've got it's just a big wide range of music that we've been trying to put out just to see who likes what. I see people's responses, and sometimes it's just our own songs that we love too. Jason has certain ones, I do too, but that's a huge part of what we do here. We don't just talk about truth. We also want to bring you guys new music, right?
All right. So I don't know if you meant to send me this one.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
All right.
Hopefully that didn't blast the mic out too loud. Yeah. Well, I want to give everybody an update. So on Wednesday nights, I guess they're going to be here now. And I don't know when we'll start doing that on Beyond Flat Earth, but we have a podcast that we're calling Daily Realm now. And it's, the news headlines. And I just wanted to continue to show people, join us on the Daily Realm. We're going to do the breaking news as it happens. Hopefully we'll get some. It's been pretty quiet, but you've also been super focused on the new video, right?
That's been where, my attention is on that all day long. I'm not even, just a couple times a day, I scream through the headlines to see if I'm missing something major.
You don't even talk. You're so focused on this video. You have a deadline, and it's super complicated, but we don't need to continue to go over that over and over again. But I guess we could probably do a music break if you want to. I'm looking forward to it. I think this one was a synthwave track. I think it's from Future Cop, but don't quote me on that. I will put them down in the description box. I don't know if I'll do it tonight or tomorrow, but they'll get there so you guys can download or go listen to the songs. So give these people that make these music, we choose them. A lot of them, you guys, they don't have any views. The songs that we play, if you can believe it, they got like a couple hundred views on some of the songs. It's insane. But this isn't the 70s one. This is an 80s touch. So,
all right. Oh, I did that backwards.
I don't need the screen share anymore. Not for now.
No, yeah, but here we go.
Every evening we're waiting
That was fantastic. And I think we've got even some better songs coming up. I say better, but there's a couple songs coming up. The last two that I'm really looking forward to as well. I don't have audio from you.
Yeah, they just keep getting better, right? We just do our best. Well, the realm makes it. We just serve it up. And it's interesting how like I can manifest like crazy amounts of things when I want something to come through. If I want a song to say shine, if I want a song to say any name I wanted to say, I can get like one or two every week with my manifestation powers. I had to dial it down. I had to turn it down. I was like, oh, turn this down. Easy boy. So, one quick thing I wanted to say with that is when we get into the book of Napashah, or is it Nehi? Nehi. How do you say his name?
Well, it's Nephi. So
Nafi. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot.
Nephi.
The book of Nafi. I'm sure Tilly could correct me, but in there it does talk about this manifesting thing and how supernatural things take place. Like, people, if you guys only knew that miracles happen every day. They happen all the time. We've just been dumbed down so much and fluoridated, and now they're blasting the airways with this nonsense electromagnetic stuff. Who knows what that's interfering with spiritually? That's why I'm getting triggered about all these content topics. But yeah, that book talks, you were telling me, it actually kind of talks about manifesting.
Yeah, it's in there. And we're going to be starting reading that this Sunday night. So our next hangout. And I bet you nobody ever imagined that Jason and Ronnie, the two big Christians, would ever be reading anything from the Book of Mormon. But believe it or not, we stumbled across it, and we're going to put it in front of you for you to test whether or not you believe that it's valid scripture or not. And so we've tested it. It's got the language, it's got the keys, and it serves zero purpose for the New World Order because it strongly condemns the wicked, and it strongly gets people looking to Yahweh Shai, that a Savior is coming. And so this was a group of people 600 years before Christ. So there's so much prophecy speaking of the coming Messiah in the book. And I think people will get a kick and actually enjoy this.
Yeah, really, I do too. I'm looking forward to it. It's always great to have fresh new scripture, right? Wow, what? More books, you guys. I was talking about more books the other day. So what do we got up next, bro? Is this going to be, you're going to have to tell me I'm going to have to read?
No,
read.
Healthy relationships.
I've got to read. So I guess if you leave it up, I'll just read.
Okay.
I didn't know you had this one up so quick. So it says, good evening, healthy, lasting relationships. So I wrote this because I'm learning these concepts. I'm working on this. And, Jason helped influence some of these choices as well. I'm always asking him for counsel. But it says, it feels as if it's been so long since I last wrote. Tonight, I hope to share a bit of processes behind how I am actively working on creating better relationships in my life. I want to start off by stating that these relationships I'm talking about personally are forever, separated only through healthy breaks, and can also span many lifetimes and, quote, garment changes, end quote. So with that said, anyone who's from their very core searching this life and themselves for good, healthy relationships, I promise that you're not alone. But let's be honest, what would be the point of living if you weren't sharing that life with something else? It'd be pretty lonely. So first off, I can let everyone know this may be hard to hear, but there is no fast, easy way to having a successful, lasting relationship. Right? These take time. Good thing we have forever. Oh, and hard work. Nothing is worth having if you don't have to work for it. Nothing. Jason, are you still there? Are you in the chat? Did you want to comment before I continue?
Healthy relationships. Where do I start?
You don't even know where I'm going to take it.
I don't know where you're going to take it. Keep going then.
Okay, I'll set this up again. I've still got to get something on my pointer, but you're only screen sharing the meme, right?
That's all I got.
Okay, so I'll continue on. Nothing in this realm. I'll tell you guys, if life is forever, and it is, I'm telling you that it is, right? If it's forever, you ain't gonna get anything that you don't work for, right? Because that just absolutely is an error in the word forever. You gotta work for it. So, anyways, well, back to the topic here. This process will actually take a lot of time. To fully get to know someone, you must be able to know their first pet's name, their favorite flower, their favorite meal they had with their grandparents, and the lessons that they have been taught on their personal journey down this endless road we call life. So, here are some keys to the ways I am working on improving my choices and relationships. This is where Jason is going to understand some of the language. Number one, defeating the ego is my first and most important aspect of my everyday life routine. This is it. This is the most important thing for me to be successful. So, this is achieved through stepping outside of your initial reflex response to any situation and retrospectively thinking the moves through until you reach your desired outcome. Two, finding what I truly desire. This means trusting in my intuition and quote feelings, end quote, more, also while staying in line without acting out of the ego. Very big things here. The things that move me and last inside my soul are what I call my desires. They are the days when you can't wait to wake up to the next day because you're so excited to have this experience that you've held in your soul or heart so long. Everybody knows you can remember having those moments in your life. If you're not having those, you're not doing what you desire. Number three, knowing who I am and being it unapologetically. Now, this one here is where you defeat shame. This is a hard one. This one is a hard one, you guys. Defeating shame is one of the hardest things to do in this realm. Being vulnerable sort of does it emotionally, but there's so many levels. But I'll continue here. It says, excuse me. Now, this one seems to be my hardest practice out of the list because I'm constantly reflecting and trying to make the best choices. And I sure don't always make the best choices. Walking a fine line in between the ego and owning who you are is something that I find that takes much patience and practice. I find the key is to always be honest and act from your heart. If you're always telling the truth, if you're always acting from a place of love, you can never make a mistake that would hurt you, right? You don't have to worry about anything you say. No one could ever catch you on a lie. You'll never hurt anybody. That's the goal is here. To have a lasting relationship, these are my keys. This is a key right here. Always be honest. It doesn't even matter. If it's a forever thing, there's nothing that someone could do to me. You know, if you're in my soul, that's it. Like, okay, see you later. Take time. I'll see you in the next life, right? But lying is the way to ruin that relationship. 4, this is the part where I will add another person into the mix. Finding someone, and this goes in all relationships too, finding someone who actually shares these stages with you, obviously going to yield the best results. Finding others that also move you and stay lasting inside your soul are key indications of a path that has good possibilities for a healthy, long-lasting, successful relationship. That's what we're trying to build. Now, these relationships can vary, and that depends on each person's desires, right? You only fulfill what each person desires together as a team. That's what you do. You build each other up. But I'll continue. 5, once you encounter these types of characters, amazing things can happen. You can work together, setting healthy boundaries, and through the natural interaction of both people, through care and sacrifice towards one another, you'll begin building healthy places to be where? Outside of your own soul. You connect with that other person. You become a team together. You, in essence, become home for each other's souls to chill out and comfort. Okay, guys, this is what we're talking about here. Through not judging, through being calm and patient with each other, especially now after all the uphill battles so many of us have had to endure, right? This place is just a grinder. The most important step to add to this post is routine and patience over and over. Find others who inspire you and make you feel appreciated, and take your time. Okay, this is a process that just doesn't happen, but it does show up in amazing ways. The Father always has a plan. The Source, the Spirit guides us. Now, setting boundaries is a must. So this is the only way to govern the processes from racing too fast and eroding into nothing but a heartache or a lack of heart at all. Right. And I have this problem because I don't know. Maybe I was the Romeo character. I don't know, you guys. I don't want to make this about me, but I mean, I have a problem with governing certain things. Am I an extremist? I don't know. Am I crazy, Jay? I bet people have to turn my podcast down when they're around other people, right? So, I mean, I own who I am, right? I'll just finish this and then get your point, Jay. I know I tried to bring you in. But supporting each other and building a healthy relationship is one of, if not the most important ways we can share our time together here, right? I hope that sharing with you all what I'm practicing may inspire you to also seek healthy, long-lasting relationships that can fulfill your soul as they do mine. Shine. There you go, bro. What do you have to say? How do you like that? Was it well written? Teacher?
Well written. Yeah, so some of those points came from me. Others he picked up other places. So I personally practice only having healthy relationships. I don't have any relationships that aren't healthy. So it really does sequester. It puts you in a tiny little box. I don't have lots of relationships, but the ones that I do have, I can say that they're all healthy. And I think that's the key. So the points that you related as to how to have a healthy relationship, spot on. If a person practices that, they will have healthy relationships. They're super important. It's the most fulfilling part of this world. If you actually sat down and thought about what eternity is, and that you're in a virtual world, and that you, with the new body, with the immortal body, it's not going to age. It's not going to grow old and die. It's not going to, right? You're not going to have to. It's a carnal body. You're not going to have to worry about that anymore. So then, what is everything going to boil down to? You're going to, as soon as you've satisfied all your desires as far as hiking mountains and kayaking streams and sailing around the world and all this kind of stuff, you're going to learn that it's the relationships that are fundamental to all of it, right? If you do all those things by yourself, it's not going to be as much fun as if you did it with somebody else. So finding those people and establishing those healthy relationships is going to be the most key fundamental thing to our existence for eternity. So it's a good thing to practice.
Yeah, I think you've got a little bit too large on the presenting screen. You might want to just take it down a couple of steps. But yeah, everything that you said. So Jason helped me out with a lot of that. So we've been working on this thing as brothers, as a good relationship like this, right? So I had a lot to draw upon, plus a few of the pointers you literally.
So we're just missing a fraction of the border, but for me to change this, it's going to be super jarring.
Okay, just leave it. It's fine. I had my morning show podcast. I had it like a 16th of an inch crooked to the left. You can see the line on the side. It's like I have my shoelace untied or something. Like it's fine. We're fallible. We have broken halos too.
This hangout has been hodgepodge, to say the least, because we're just throwing things together because computer issues, right? What are we gonna do?
But I just hope that my sharing the experience and what I'm working on, I truly hope that it helps you guys on the other side of the screen too. That's the main goal. Now I do notice that I think you've got a few of the things out of order. Next up in the timeline, the materialist that has 1, 2, and 3. There's a boycott in between there. I don't know how you want to do it.
I only have one materialist. I don't know if there's more.
Yeah, there was 3. Let's see. Did they not send? Let me see here. I'll get them to you. Why don't you talk a little bit? I'll get them to you right now.
Boy. What else can I say about healthy relationships? Let's see. Focus on finding people of like mind. So I say focus on the fundamental truths. This puts you in a small box, but find other people that can understand that they're not on a spinning ball flying through space, that they're not in a Truman Show like dome, that nukes and atoms and all that kind of stuff is more make believe, like the whole space thing, and then find people that care about who created this world. So I'm always shocked at the amount of people that find out that Earth is not a spinning ball in space and then have no interest or desire in figuring out who created it, because the whole heliocentric model is the ploy, it's the root for people being able to believe that they don't have a creator. Now, as soon as you find out that you're in a flat plane world, there's no person in the world that's been able to even come up with a plausible way to deny having a creator if you exist on a plane. Nobody's even come up with a way to rationalize something like that. So why isn't it that everybody that learns that we're not on a spinning ball doesn't immediately rush to figure out who the creator of this world is? That one right there is a bit of a shocker. But when you find other people that have done that, now all of a sudden, if you got the four fundamental truths in common, you have somebody that you know is going to be making it into the new world. And so you also have to be worried about how much time do you spend on somebody that you know isn't going to go through the gate that's part of salvation, right? If they're not interested in who the creator is and submitting themselves to the creator, their future is bleak.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, there are groups of people that I've seen that just go straight to like the spirit, right? They didn't even need a scripture book. They didn't need any of these new age mantras to heal. Like, there is a way that Yahweh can just move through people's hearts. That's what we're actually, you know, trying to manifest. So if you want, I can actually do some tabs while you get those other links correctly put into place. If you want to put the thumbnail on and then present me, I sent you.
So which one is
the other
which?
two parts.
Yeah, which one is which in the order to go through?
Well, I mean, once you get the other ones, so there's materialism 1, 2, and 3, and I sent you the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one you should have. I don't.
All right, so here's the first one.
Okay, I wanted to actually. Okay.
Skipped.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go into that one just yet, but we can. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was gonna do tabs, then a music break, and then back into these. That's what I was gonna do.
All right, so
because you got to get the other ones right.
Yeah, I'll get them set up. All right.
But you guys got to see the first one. I like them. These are cool. This is a great lesson tonight. I'm really looking forward to, you know, speaking this out loud with you guys and sharing it with Jay. And then, you know, moving forward, we can continue to hone these things. I hope, you know, I'm not surprised that any of this stuff is coming out now. So just let me know when we're good. Actually, can you give me 1 second? Are you still on thumbnail?
I am.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to add I don't have time to get my thing open. The ring around the cursor. Okay, that's good. There we go. Move this.
All right, we'll see where you're set up.
Yeah, we'll just run a few tabs, and then we'll get back into those after you get them back in order.
All right, we got Twitter up.
Sorry about that. I didn't know why they didn't send to you, bro.
Yeah.
I tried. I guess I hit like shift, and then I selected 1, 2, and 3, and then I guess it only dragged one.
I gotcha.
That's what I think happened. 1 second. So here, I want to talk about this. I don't know if you guys tuned in the morning show, but this symbol here that Justin Trudeau's foundation has is the same symbol that the FBI put out, and it was wow, symbol, right? So, you know, the one thing that I thought of when I was thinking about this throughout the day, because it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane that I'm sharing this with you guys. I don't know if you've stepped away, Jason. I'm just going to keep talking. If you want to say something, just cut me off.
Yeah, I'm just getting this set.
Okay. But so what they could come out and say is, oh, we set it up that way as a honey trap to actually catch henhounds, right? They could say that. They could say that, right? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think they had this thing before they actually released this stuff, but they still released this stuff. So it's all controlled, right? So there's definitely stuff going on here. I think it's crazy that his foundation has that exact same. It's just mirrored or whatever. It's the same exact logo. It's not even mirrored. It's just weird. But yeah, like, I don't know if you guys saw this on the other side of the screen. This was a tweet from the morning show. I just don't understand why we have to live in a world like this. So there is going to be some trigger warning. Trigger warning. If there's any youth watching at some point, not yet. Well, there, here we go. So what we have is, why can't I make it so you can't see that? This is what they want to do to the youth here. They want to put them in front around men like this, and they want to absolutely destroy them. We want righteous women. We want righteous mothers. We don't want this stuff. It's disgusting, right? This is what we have to go over. We have to talk about this. So here's a video. Do I have audio, Jay?
It depends on whether or not you checked it.
Hi,
Yep.
I did. Okay, so I don't know. I did kind of want you to comment on this, Jay, but I know you're getting stuff into the editor. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know if it's in the center of the screen, but this is the world we live in now, right?
Yeah, it's centered now.
Do you think you'll be a while before you can watch it?
No, I just got one more to grab. And,
okay, I'll just wait because I do actually want to get your opinion, because I already went through this stuff. I want to hear your thoughts on the whole thing. So it's 2022, and this is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to teach the youth, and somebody's got to stand up and disagree with it, because it needs to end. Thank you for not using all caps, Jerry. Sometimes it triggers people. We try not to do that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to get back into some more memes after a few tabs. We'll roll through a few of these. We'll have another song. We're going to take you back to your, driving home at like 9:30 in 1974. We're going to throw a track out with that kind of vibe. Try to take you guys back. That's what we're trying to do.
I'm with you now.
You're with me now, so you can see what's on screen?
I can see it.
We're now going to address what this community on this side here is telling us about pronouns now. You guys remember all the he, she, here, there. Whatever's, they're going to take it up a level. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm just going to assume you don't know any better, but I'm going to educate you. Asking pronouns in 2022 now is kind of like saying the N-word. It's a derogatory thing now. We now go by adjectives. So it's more proper to use somebody's adjectives or to ask them their adjectives. And that's okay. We could all do better. Okay. And, as long as you do better, that's all that matters. We're all growing. My adjectives are sexy and gorgeous. So in a sentence, you would say, hey, that's sexy over there. Or, hey, gorgeous, come over here for a minute. So those are my preferred adjectives.
Jay, what do you have to say? I know I'm not supposed to throw it to you right away.
Oh, the adjective that comes to my mind is gross. Gross. That's yuck. So,
well,
the pronouns are out. That's so 2021. Adjectives are in.
Adjectives now.
Well, so now you can be shine.
It is still the transliteration or whatever of my name anyways, but I mean, who's asking? You're just taking away the joy part of it. But this is insane, bro. This is 2022. This is what we're talking about right now. This person wants to be called gorgeous. You know what?
No, and it's a joke. So I mean, the makeup, look at it.
This is on purpose.
He's got boils and a thing on the chin and the lipstick.
Staged. And we don't even know if this isn't a mask. Right? But I mean, it has to be attention brought to it, right?
Well, that's...
Here you go, bro. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. This is what they're trying to do now. It says here, gender / theory combined with transformative cell in K2 schools is literally state funded and mandated what? Conversion therapy. They want to what? Groom your children from what? Themselves into they. Jason, what say you on this one? Do you want to think about it more?
Conversion therapy. Just say no. Just say no. I don't know how a parent can put their kids in a public school these days. I mean, especially once a person has realized that they're not on a spinning ball flying through space, that everything that's being taught at the schools is nothing but Freemasonic propaganda. And, so it's not just putting all this disinfo in your head. they also want to get people to think that gender is something that can be changed. But anybody with common sense understands that that is not something that's changeable. No matter what, you can do surgery after surgery, therapy after therapy, you still are what you are. They don't like hearing that, though.
And nothing else in the realm wants to be other than anything other than what it is. You don't hear trees trying to become rivers. You don't see rocks trying to become a tree. You just don't. Well, I mean, there is some pretty cool stuff. Petrified wood or whatever. But I mean, that was a bad example. Let's keep going. So this one is a Rockefeller video. Did we watch this on Wednesday? Can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll just play it. It's only a minute. Let's check it out.
FR Chairman David Rockefeller praised his media allies, but his confidence that his words would not leave the room was later broken.
We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time Magazine, and other publications whose directors have attended our meetings and restricted their promises of discretion for almost 40 years. It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subject to the bright lights of publicity. But the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march toward a world government.
That these men aim to create a world system of financial control in private hands, able to dominate the political system of each country and the economy of the world as a whole. In short, they seek total and quiet control.
So, did everyone know this is not real? But I mean, wow, way back. We went into way back to 1991 with this documentary that was leaked. So the Rockefellers are also the ones that went and said, everybody, we're going to want to call this here black goo. We're going to call it dino fuel. Jason, what do you say about this video?
Yeah, they always do this where with their plan they have these leaks. They what is it called again? The
revelation of the method, the externalization of the hierarchy.
Yeah, those are the terms. And so they actually, there's a narrator there. Like that is a paid professional narrator. They put together this video and they've got the recordings. This is all scripted and they release it like somehow it's being exposed, you know.
Breaking, right?
Yeah, but
some integral journalist got the footage leaked, right?
But these people actually fund the production of this information. It's part of how they're
manifesting it.
Mm-hmm.
We keep talking about that manifesting thing, right? I keep cutting you off, man. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's the worst host. So I guess I can keep going. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. Have you seen this, bro? This guy says, I got killed again. Who is American soldier James Vasquez, allegedly killed in Ukraine? You see him? It's like this his account, right? I don't know if people can see. Say, oh, look at her. Look at her. What? I saw look at her. I guess he's followed by Steve. Look at her. Okay, maybe this is a satirical thing. It's a joke. Let's just read a few of these. Regenerative health bar, bro, or actual lives. Which are you using as a gamer joke? Obviously, I got killed again. Oh, excuse me. Like a phoenix, you rise again. This is hilarious. This is beautiful. Look what they're doing here. Ukrainian refugees decided to clean a public park to show their gratitude for their welcome in Poland. They're cleaning it all up. It's pretty. That's what I like to see. People working. They're going to feel satisfied at the end of the day, these people. I don't know if it's staged or whatever, but that was a nice thing that I just noticed in here. Look at this one. Can you see this? I don't know if it's big enough on the screen.
You have to bring it to the center a little bit more.
Is that better?
Yeah, that'll work.
It's coming off of Darth Putin. It says, I don't know if my generals are lying about war. I make them sit so far away I cannot hear what they're telling them. Look at this picture. Are you guys kidding me?
So ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny, man. There's some other funny ones too.
It'd be funny at a dinner table where they had to like pass everything. Somebody has to get up and bring them everything.
We'll miss you again, he says. Until next time, dude. Sorry for your loss. There's some more here. The real ghost in Kiev. Yeah, these people are just absolutely just taking the piss on this. There's probably more to this story if I can get updates from the. Congrats on your respawning success. Come on,
All
guys.
these people know that we're in a virtual world. They do.
Oh yeah, that's what we're trying to show here, bro. You got it. Respawn in 5, 4, 3. Hilarious. Happy second birthday. All right, guys. I thought that was funny. I hope you guys got a laugh on the other side of the screen. Now we're going to talk about my hero. Ready? You ready for this? I know you saw this. I'm the winner. Focus. Repetition. Patience. That was a good one. You see that? Did you see that, Jay? I know you can play ping pong, bro. I know you can. Did you see what he just did there?
The leg over the table. Then he's doing a spinning. Yeah.
The major smash, though. Here, I'll play the smash again. The smash was insane. No, that was the end of it. So that wasn't it. That wasn't that hard. That move right there. So again, Bruce Lee was able to achieve these types of feats because he knew the secrets to success: repetition, patience, dedication, sacrifice. He's like, you know what? Bring on your buddy. I'll take you both on. And you guys know his story, right? I don't know if it's true, but I do want to believe it. Didn't matter who you were. If you wanted to fight Bruce Lee, he would fight you. It did not matter. He would fight you. So you better be careful, though, because for like, I don't know if he was 147, 137, he could hit real hard. Got two guys now. Behind the back. Face outside. Backhand, forehand. Behind the back. Come on, is this real? CPR, it's so crazy. That was the slam right there. So if you guys want to know a couple of behind the scenes things about the nunchucks, so every single move is both a block and a strike. Every single time you spin it, you either can block something or strike something, and they can be easily concealed behind your shirt, tucked into your pants, and they are an instant kill if you know how to swing one. But nobody was as good as Bruce. So yeah, I remember you shared this with me, right, brother?
Yeah, I found that a little while ago, and it's impressive.
So, there's a little bit of a story about this. So yesterday, I was thinking about putting this into the morning show and for today, right? And I was going to go into our Zoom call and go back to where you had sent it to me. And someone else that helps me out with the posts, the silent contributor, one of them, there's many, had it in the Friday morning list. I was like, wow. And you guys, I'm trying to talk about morphogenetic fields that everybody connects with. And if you guys are in harmony together, you can absolutely manifest things supernaturally. Love, you can do supernaturally anything that you need to be helped with. Guidance, truth, whatever it is, you can share it with each other. There's so much taking place right now on a spiritual level, you guys. For me, I don't know about you, Jay. Yeah, you too. We're all going through these amazing shifts. Like, I don't know. Do you feel that at all?
Yeah, the manifesting things just coming into place at the right time, that kind of stuff. I don't know if the strike was a part of that. Maybe it's part of it, being held back for a reason or something. But yeah, in general, the things that I need show up just at the time that I need them. So I'm amazed at the way the video I'm working on right now is coming together. You know, you go looking for something, and all of a sudden, boom, you find something that it's better than you had hoped. So the sharing of links with everybody, just imagine if we had a network where as soon as you needed a link to something, you know, that person morphogenetically knew it and sent it to you. Like, we would have all this stuff on hand all the time, just right when we needed it. So we'll keep working towards that.
Yeah, fully. That's what we're going to do. I don't know what that link is. Well, here we got Klaus Schwab. We'll bring him into the mix.
We do not yet know the full extent and the systemic and structural changes which will happen. However, we do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
Hey, why? Let me talk to the people that are in charge of the shipping.
He is the guy that's in charge of it, and he's telling you it's going to be deeply affected.
Deeply. Why?
Because that is their plan. That's what they want to do.
What is wrong with this character?
He wants to take over the world for Satan.
What is wrong with him? This needs to be done away with.
We do not.
These people cannot be the ones in charge, ladies and gentlemen. They've had their time. And this place is horrible. They need to go. Look at this place. I'm not going to get in too much into this because we would like you to see how Rapid are really produced in Canada. They are assembled in a warehouse with a fake storefront, unsanitary conditions using Chinese labor. The workers say they are mistreated. This person here is going to Health Canada and the FDA. You see what they're doing in here. This is how they're making your whatever. Stay away from these things. We'll keep going here. We got some new stuff. What's this one? Breaking. This is an update to go with the cyber stuff. The FBI cyber chief can't find what? Hunter Biden's laptop is now missing, guys. Have you heard about this, Jay? Breaking.
Did it kill it? Did it kill itself? Did it hang itself while security guards?
I'm trying to be relaxed. It hung itself on its power cord.
Yes.
Hang on. That was the bell ringer of the memes of the week 11. Come on, guys. Let's watch this. You're so funny, bro.
So where is it? The laptop.
Sir, I'm not here to talk about the laptop. I'm here to talk about the FBI cyber program.
You are the assistant director of FBI cyber. I want to know where Hunter Biden's laptop is. Where is it?
Sir, I don't know that answer.
That is astonishing to me. Has FBI cyber assessed whether or not Hunter Biden's laptop could be a point of vulnerability, allowing America's enemies to hurt our country?
Sir, the FBI cyber program is based off of what's codified in Title 18, Title 18, Section 1030, a code which talks about computer intrusions, right, using nefarious intent network.
Well, you've talked about passwords here. I mean, Hunter Biden's password on his laptop was Hunter02. He drops it off at a repair store. I'm holding the receipt from Max Computer Repair, where in December 2019, they turned over this laptop to the FBI. And what now you're telling me right here is that as the assistant director of FBI cyber, you don't know where this is after it was turned over to you 3 years ago.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir, that's an accurate statement.
What's Q going to say now, guys?
How are Americans supposed to trust that you can protect us from the next colonial pipeline if it seems that you can't locate a laptop that was given to you 3 years ago from the first family, potentially creating vulnerabilities for our country?
Sir, it's not in the purview of my investigative
Not in my purview.
But that is shocking that you wouldn't, as the assistant director of cyber, know whether or not there are international business deals, kickbacks, shakedowns that are on this laptop that would make the first family suspect to some sort of compromise.
It's interesting, his angle of line there. I'm trying to say. He's going at it from the QAnon perspective, and we know probably has this on.
Yeah. It's a vulnerability. I mean, if
they're hiding it to protect Biden, right? That's what he's suggesting. Because on that laptop, you'll see quid pro quos and all this other stuff, right?
And this other guy says, "No, that's not in our charter. We're not licensed to do that kind of stuff."
I got a secret to tell everybody. Come in close, okay? I got to whisper it. I don't want to be too loud. The algorithms will hear. There's no laptop. It's all fake. This is Gnosticism. This is what they do. They come out with these stories. The images are real. All that happened. All that was filmed, right? The stuff you see, it could be fake. Could be fake. They can CGI anything. They can even do voices.
Well, the 33,000 emails. I mean,
come on, guys. Let's go. Friday. It's April 1st. Right? Show up here. No fools going on here tonight. But so what we're saying is the angle that he's taking is that they're hiding it to protect the first family. But all the images are out. You can go and see it all. I haven't gone through it all because it's disgusting. Again, that's part of the agenda, is to desensitize people to this gross, disgusting man and the way that he chose to live his life. This rich kid, right? Do you guys know the story of what was that? Not John Kerry. Who was the McCain? Did you guys ever hear what McCain did? Didn't he crash into like a ship? He killed a bunch of people. He was such a bad officer. These guys are just jackasses. These kids, they're a mess, right? We all know they're a mess. But the whole thing with the laptop is that the QAnon people have probably made billions of dollars because they're going to release the information on the laptop. That's what they keep saying. They're going to release it. We're going to release it. We're going to take them down. Trump is going to be put back in office. But now you see the next part of the story comes out. This is how they flip it to always keep you chasing a carrot. Now they're saying they don't have it, right? What is it? Epstein itself. It's power cable, right? Come on, Jason.
Exactly. It's there is no true government that is out to protect the people. The whole thing is just pure theater. This guy asking the questions, the guys that are answering the questions. It's the whole thing is a farce, and they do it to. They're really pushing the headlines now to just crazy town, where even the common sense person, I don't think that they can actually rationalize some of this stuff anymore. So they're putting people into a confusing space where it's there's so much contradictory information out there that a person is just lost now.
Yeah. Because this is a Freemason questioning another Freemason about another Freemason. Figure it out. But we'll keep going. We already played this one. This is the guy who owns the most money in the world telling you how his family got it through only marrying their own brothers and sisters and cousins.
That's how they kept it. That's how they kept it in the family.
It's not how they got it. They got it through deception and lies.
Yeah.
They got it through lies. They got it. Did you guys hear that on that side? You guys hear that on that side? They got it through lying and cheating people. And they're going to pay. Hopefully it was good. I hope they enjoyed it. You know what? I forgive them. They know not what they do, right, brother? I forgive everybody. If he was to repent and change his ways right now, he could be forgiven too. We're all broken, haloed.
I think he knows what he's doing, though.
Well, the Lake of Gehenna, it does burn. Here we go. Just to talk a little bit more about Walt Disney. Is this too big? Is it still sharing?
It's too big.
Another Freemason. I'll take it back down. How about like that?
Yeah, you can go through it like that.
Yeah, we already went through this on Wednesday. So I think that's pretty much it. You can take the screen share back when you're ready. And we'll get into this next song. The time just flies by, but we can get through the next second half, the last part of this podcast pretty quick, bro. But there are some important memes that we got to get into after this. Now, like I had said before, this track here, take the screen share whenever you're ready. This track that we're going to play, I want to take you guys back to like 1978 or 76. I don't know. You guys be the judge. I want to hear from you guys. What does this next track sound like to you guys? To me, it sounds like psychedelic rock. And I heard so many psychedelic rock songs going on. My dad just played it constantly. That I love it. It's nice to hear new psychedelic rock. To me, that's just like, whoa, mind blowing. And it's a nice, cool, nice vibe ride, right, Jay? So yeah, man, thanks.
Yeah, let's take the ride.
I'm gonna take it step by step. There is some kind of poison and disorder, going step by step. So I'm gonna break on past the border, going step by step. It feels like there's something in the air. Going step by step as I try to find a new way forward. By step, it feels like there's something in the air. I found a reason to stay, and then it faded away. And I'm already on my way out. I found a reason to stay, and then it faded away. And I'm already on my way out. I'm gonna take it step I'm gonna take it step. I can feel the ground beneath me moving. By step, it feels like there's something in the air. I think I found a reason to stay, and then it faded away. And I'm already on my way out. I found a reason to stay, and then it faded away. And I'm already on my way out. I found a reason to stay. I'm gonna take it step by step by step by step. I'm gonna take it step by step by step by step. I'm gonna take it step by step by step by step. I'm gonna take it step. I'm gonna take it step.
With you guys step by step, we're gonna take it. How did you guys like that ride? I'm always trying to gauge what you guys like. I watch what you guys say, and I try to come up with stuff that you can enjoy. This is about joy, right? That's what I'm trying to do. And that one, like I said, I wanted to take us back to the 70s. Let's go. Let's get out of here. The 70s had such good vibes, man. There was no nonsense going on. I don't even know if there was. I don't know if I can say that. I'm trying to be family friendly. Everybody was free then. Got to get back to that vibe, that freedom. That's what we're trying to do tonight. Jason's just getting a couple more things ready together. And we're just going to glide on into the end of this Friday. I won't be posting too much on social media because I got to clean the editor. Spring cleaning time. I've got 6 terabytes inside that program. I got to clean it out. Truther, guys. Get you guys big hard drives. You need a big hard drive if you want to be a truther. But yeah, that song was super chilled out. I'm glad you guys liked it, man. I now I know what to do. I won't always try to come up with these bangers and all this push the boundary stuff. You guys want to just vibe out too. The intro song was a real good vibe too. Living for the weekend, even though we don't agree, we're never going to die. We don't agree with that. He's got that whole YOLO vibe, but the rest of the song was great. He's like getting, so we promote CBD, not CBDCs, CBD, and we do promote. I had a great meme. We can't even share it because we've got all this stuff that talked about the 12 healing properties of the Mary Jane Nirvana. And I've been sharing that a lot too. I bring that in because it heals the mind and it frees our souls, guys. That's what it's all about here. That's what we do on this podcast.
So
we're trying to free you guys. Yeah,
so
you're,
are we
you're
going
good?
blue first?
It is starting with blue, yellow, teal.
All right.
So now we're going to get into the serious meat. Some smoked brisket I'm going to serve you guys. Super tender too. Just fall apart for you guys, okay? Materialism. Now, don't be fooled. I know Jason was like, what? You got instantly triggered when I said that there was a section of memes coming called materialism. You're like, we're against that. Nothing external will make you guys happy forever. Cars depreciate, bags and purses wear out, clothes and shoes will become outdated. Your apps and cell phones need to be updated and what? Made quote, end quote, new. So what's the point to all this? This is a lesson into finding and creating self-treasures that you store up inside you. This way, they will last forever. Jason, what do you have to say? I could continue talking for a little bit longer if you guys see. She's got the arrow drawn. It's got the Limitless channel or the learning channel or the loving channel or tender loving care. However you want to say this acronym, it's for all of us. It's not just me. This is about our team. And she's got it. She's got the lion right there. And this is a bad dragon. There's good dragons too, guys. Don't you be fooled. Did you want to comment on so far on this first part?
Sure, yeah. I'm going to take it to the Bible. All right, I'm going to say it warned us against materialism with the scriptures where moth and rust consume. So all material things here on earth are going to degrade and dematerialize over time, unless if they're protected by the Creator. There's just a natural degradation to things. You could, in a virtual world, you could set it so that things don't, degrade over time, or you can set it so that they do. And the world that we're in right now, they definitely do. So everything here is transcendent, right? It comes and goes. All living things here are transcendent. They come and go. So the scriptures tell us to store up our things in heaven, our riches in heaven, where moth and rust don't consume. So materialism, it's a psyop. We're not made up of spinning atoms and all that kind of stuff, but we do feel, right? There is hard things, there's soft things. We can feel temperature changes, a breeze, all these things. To think that is the eternal is the mistake. You have to understand that is just a factor of this world, and all these things are transcendent, at least for now. Nothing's set to not degrade at all, right?
Yeah, entropy.
Entropy.
It's an attribute that we actually can measure. Things do decline over time, but these things that you store up in your heart last, what? They're limitless, guys. Come on. Just want to keep going. So we can go on to the next one, the yellow meme. Part 2, materialism. I wish the dogs would be quiet. I'm sorry, guys. We can only do what we can do. So the next one is the yellow one. It's the next meme, yeah. Materialism. It says, how much knowledge have you acquired and applied? How proud can you make yourself today and tomorrow? What is your discipline like? Oh, lost it. How can you best serve those around you? Once you begin answering these questions with your actions, you're going to begin seeing that the happiness derived from the effort of forward progress, fulfilling your life's mission, will be far more satisfying and everlasting than the quote, brief high, end quote, we get from external means of validation. You guys understand I know you got me on the first one. You threw the scripture out. Yes, yes. Just like cell phones need to be updated and your purses wear out. Now we're going to talk about things that you can do to fuel your own soul, your eternal flame that is you. This is, we're going straight for your heart rate here. I want people to really drill in. Jason, I'm waiting for you to be ready to interject with your thoughts. But the key points here is acquiring knowledge, applying it. How proud? Yes, I know some Christians are probably triggered. Proud? What do you mean proud? Pride is the downfall of Azazel, right? No, proud of yourself. You can look in the mirror and you're happy with what you see because you did something. But anyways, the other key points here, how much are you disciplined? Okay, Jason, why don't you add in here and then I'll continue reading more of the points. We'll stop there.
Well, for me, the key point is the sentence where it's, you will begin seeing that the happiness derived from the effort of forward progress, fulfilling your life's mission, will be far more satisfying and everlasting than the brief high. So that you have to be watching for it, and you have to be doing it, right? So you will begin seeing that the happiness derived from the effort. So you put forth the effort, and eventually you will begin to be happy from that, right? You'll see the progress. It's, imagine the person that starts off having a bunch of weight to lose. And at first, it doesn't seem like much is happening, but then you look over 3 months and over 6 months and a year, and all of a sudden the change is very apparent. So put the effort in, then get the joy and the happiness out of doing that, and then all of a sudden you have a sustaining profit, sustaining system, right? Where the energy that you're getting out of what you're putting into it is then fueling you further and further. You can't lose that energy through just a brief high where all of a sudden you get this hit. Ooh, there was accolades and I had a bunch of likes and stuff like that. And then it's over. So it's the actual energy, the happiness derived from the effort is the key.
Yes. That's why I know the other team, they are just blown out of the water at the content and the fact that because Jason and I do what we do because it fuels our souls. We eat spiritually the content that we make. We can't find it anywhere else. We do it because, so what we're getting at, what we're drilling in here, right? External means validation is bad. Internal means validation, right? And the way that we build these internal validations is through effort, right? Through discipline. Discipline. How disciplined are you? This is a question. What are you willing to sacrifice for? That is a question, because I'll tell you guys, anything in this realm, anything, if we have the slider set to forever, why would anything that comes to you easy be worth having?
I've got, so Jerry Albert brought up pride is a sin. So the word proud is used in this meme, and it's a good catch there, Jerry. So
I just talked about it though, but go ahead.
I know, but proud is a tricky word that can be used in two ways. All right. So we know in the scriptures that the proud of heart is often referring to somebody that is obstinate towards the Creator, right? So they have their faith in themselves. They're proud of themselves in that way. Now there's another type of pride, being proud, where a parent can be proud of their child, like in a positive way. All of a sudden you're the first steps, right? The first time that they can say a sentence or a good word or something like that. These are great moments for a parent where they feel a sense of pride. There is a
can't take that away.
There is an energy that comes up but this isn't a self pride where you're putting yourself in opposition, where you think that you're better than the Creator or something like that. So yes, that type of proudness is a sin. The type of, well, and we even looked up alternatives to the word proud, and What were some of them? There was.
It's not, you know, I can.
One of them was well-meaning, all right, or something like. There's alternatives, but everybody should understand in the context that this type of proud is feeling good about yourself, right?
So it's just, you know, some people project their own spiritual path onto things that we do, and that's fine. But if you do the actual research into the word proud, it's an adjective, and it says feeling deep pleasure or satisfaction as a result of one's own achievements, qualities, or possessions of those or someone with whom one is closely associated with, like a proud grandma of her 3 boys, right?
But
that's what proud is. It doesn't say pride.
Yeah, but it can be used in a negative context as
now,
well.
There's a next description. Having or showing a high or excessively high opinion of oneself or one's importance, a proud, arrogant man. So there are 2 ways from most coins to be flipped, right? So you can be proud of your achievements, things that you worked hard for. You can't take that away from me. If anyone tries to, I'll be upset with you guys. But you can be haughty or arrogant. And there is a big difference. You could tell when someone is being humble and someone is being arrogant, right? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the word proud. I want to make the Father who hath been in heaven proud every day. It is a goal of mine. So that's what I wanted to say about that word.
Yeah, and Tammy Schmidt mentions pride was Satan's sin. Well, it was the precognitive position that led to his sin. Right, so he was proud, and as a result, he lied to Eve. So that was the sin, but so it was because of the pride, his haughtiness. That's the negative type of pride that is condemned in the scriptures. Absolutely.
I'm getting triggered. I had to step outside my ego for a second, right? Because I told you guys I work on that all the time. But I want to defend the word proud, right? Not against you, Jerry, but anybody that wants to say that they can't be proud of their kid, you better don't say that around me. If you want to talk about the pride of Azazel, we can dance. Let's move on to
the other thing is lions do run in prides, right? So it's proud animal.
Yeah, it just don't get me going. I want to have a good time. Number 3 of the materialism memes. There is nothing wrong with acquiring nice things if you can afford them. However, there is much more to life than constantly chasing material items. Rather, seek to build internal assets through hard work and what? The banger of the day, sacrifice. Then you will truly, truly know this is what we're trying to give you, satisfaction. I want you guys on the other side of the screen so bad to have satisfaction in your life. I want it. I want you guys to find your desires. I want you to work hard, sacrifice. You know, it's amazing how certain people come into your life and teach you. I've had some people that I've encountered, and it's amazing at what level I've learned how important this word here is, sacrifice. Jason, are you ready to jump in yet, or can I keep rambling? I'm excited. I'm so thankful to share this with you guys. You have no idea.
Keep going.
I mean, you do understand what we just talked about, right? Everybody's understanding what we're talking about. Right? Forever. These are the things we're going to be working on. At least I am. I don't know about you guys, and I'm learning them also from Jason. All right. So if you want true satisfaction in your life, it's going to take hard work and sacrifice. Right. And I want you guys to have this because through repetition, through good habits, through healthy diets, through exercise, through love and your desires, you're going to become the best spirits that you guys can be. With me, we're doing this together. I'm so humbled to just share this with you guys. The word, the spirit, the source, it's the one that flows out the truth. I just come on here and read it, and you guys could, oh, that's a scripture. You just said it differently. Well, guess what? Just like your garments change from life to life, so too the transliterations change, but the message stays within. The light within the image is what we do here. That's what we do, you guys. And it's not from us, right? We don't do this on our own accord. It's the spirit that flows through us. That's where truth comes from, you guys. Secret, all truth, right? When John the Baptist had his head cut off, the prophecy was then stopped for a while. The language was not spoken anymore, but we bring that language back, the parabolic language of the scriptures. And it's like emojis, you guys. Come on. Emojis are the parabolic language too. Don't get me going on this. Are you ready to talk? I'm too excited.
Yeah. So the acquiring of things, right? The more you actually analyze it and look at it closely, we're so programmed to think that acquiring things in this world is the key to life and the key to happiness and all that kind of stuff. When you see each thing for what it is, it's a dependent. Everything that you acquire is a dependent. Now all of a sudden it's something that you're supposed to take care of. So somebody gives you a lawnmower, now all of a sudden you got to keep the tires aired up,
I
and you
can't
gotta
believe you're taking it there.
you gotta change the oil, right? If
Come on.
if you got a power washer, every gasoline engine in my mind is a dependent. I don't want too many of these things. So you're better off having a friend or somebody that you can borrow some of these things from. So I'm not about acquiring a whole bunch of dependents. It takes a lot of time, right? So all of a sudden if you got this beautiful painting, then all of a sudden you need to have it on a big wall, and so you need a bigger house and more furniture.
Then you gotta dust it. And you gotta, like, when you do renovations, you gotta like pay someone to properly wrap it up and put it away without breaking it. And
yeah, it's a troll. It's an absolute troll. So the more you can see the acquiring things as being a chain, a bondage, the easier it is to break free of them, right?
So yeah, I love this meme. I like the artwork too. I like doing some of the fantasy style stuff, you guys. I just have fun with the editing. I know everybody has their own tastes, just like with music. But again, the most important thing, can we go back to number one? We'll start again with the blue one. We'll run back through these. Nothing external will make you happy forever. Cars depreciate, bags and purses wear out, clothes and shoes become outdated unless they come back with the touch. Your apps and cell phones need to be updated and made, quote, new, end quote. So go to the next one. We'll just do a rapid thing here, please. How much knowledge? You guys, is everyone writing this down? You have a notepad in your mind. You can remember these things because these are keys that I'm working on. If you guys want to come with me on this spiritual journey, I'm going to feed you guys the same thing I'm eating. Jason, we share with everybody. That's what we're doing. How much knowledge have you acquired? And have you applied it? Are you learning the truth? Are you sharing the truth with people looking for it? How proud can you make yourself? Yes, proud. Not prideful, not arrogant, not haughty. Those things are going to get rebuked quick. How proud? How much can you make yourself belly laugh at your own damn self? Right? How much can you get rid of shame? This word proud is like the antithesis of shame. It's just glowing, beaming, shining. How proud? How much can you shine today and tomorrow? Guess what? You guys get another shot every day. So it doesn't matter how bad the day goes. You get another shot. You wake back up. Boom, respawn. Right, Jay?
Yeah, but so this word is going to spark a conversation about the usage of such words. So here we have a case where we ended up talking about how it can be used for both a good connotation and a bad connotation. And I see comments in the chat as to pressing against the use of the word proud. So what we need to do is have a quick conversation about these semantics, right? These semantics. So we do our best to put everything in context and look at things from multiple directions. And I'm just going to let everybody know that, like a meme like this, the word proud was contemplated. There was much discussion about it. And And so going forward, we have to have an open discussion about when there's semantic issues, because here we are, we've adjusted the true names of the Creator and the Christ twice. So we're on a third iteration, and we're using Paleo Hebrew. And then all of a sudden, as we're reading scripture, are we going to translate every single name that has a J in it? Or are we going to translate John and Joseph and all these different names to their true Hebrew? Well, we can't. We can't go through and change every single one of those. So we stick to the true names of the Creator in Christ and the best spellings and pronunciations that we can possibly do. And then for the rest of it, we have to be able to flow through it as a group without it creating disturbances. So the same thing is going to be applied to all words that we use that come under analysis, right? Because we do push the edges of the envelope, right? And that is intentional. That's to create as much creative space for everybody as possible. So by us pushing the edges here and there, that creates a safe space for everybody to operate within, and the most freedom for expression possible. That's what we try to strive for. Now within that, what we need individuals to flow with that, to understand our motives behind things, that none of this is intentional, that we're not trying to steer people into sin. We're very cognizant of what the scriptures say about these different things, and there's usually reasons that have already been pre-contemplated as to why words are chosen. So I'm just going to ask you, the chat, to use as much sense and tolerance, right, as a person possibly can, for the rest of the audience,
like that,
to have the space to be individual yet righteous at the same time. All right?
Yes. So now that we've got into this topic, so moving forward, if we say any word, because we know each and every single word that's up on the screen, we put the words there, right? And you disagree with it, use Jerry as an example, brother, because you're disagreeing with my usage of the word proud. What you need to do is put a comment below so we can address you, because when we're live streaming, we're focused. We're like walking a razor's edge here. We're trying to be mentally cute. We can't respond to you, and we don't want the chat derailed, brother. So if people continue to have negative connotations to the things that we say, you need to put them in the comments below. If people continue to do that, I don't know. We can't have people derailing the chat like that. It'll be a timeout, I guess, for a while. I don't know what else to say, brothers and sisters, but we want to have people to have freedom. If someone wants to say they're proud of their kid, they're allowed. You know, I also have had comments about people saying Jesus, and they've been trolled or berated by people. I don't know. I don't see that too much, because we do teach people that the name Jesus means earth pig. And we tell you the Paleo Hebrew, the language that Adam spoke and all the angels, it's Yahweh Ha and Yahweh Ha Sha'ai. And we just teach that, and we don't want to beat up on anybody. We want to have an open place here for anybody to come in and chat. That's all. And Jason he brought the topic up because there was obviously the alarm went off. I heard it, and I just wanted to. I love you too, brother. I love you too, Jerry. But we need to. If you have a disagreement or something that you don't like our words, you need to put it in the comment section below so we can properly address it and get to the truth of things. Because when you're in the chat, it just derails things. That's all. And I know that's why Jason brought it up.
Yeah, let's put it in context. So instead of putting it in the chat, where there's a good chance that Ronnie and I are going to be busy with presenting, and it could just pass right over, and we don't see it, the way to handle this that I'm asking, the Matthew, 25? The way I'm asking people to handle this, in all cases where you have you feel that we're saying something inappropriate, right? If you think that we're saying something inappropriate, leave it in a comment. We can have the discussion. It'll be out in public. The answer will be there for everybody. Right. That way I can actually address it and be on point and succinct about it in the chat, it's just going to create a rift with other people in the chat. It's not going to help.
That's right. And there's another aspect to this topic. We've had to stop the podcast now for X amount of minutes and talk about what Jerry was commenting about. Not that I have, Jerry, I'm just using you as an example. In martial arts, when I got called up, you got smoked. The teacher didn't throw the move light on you. It hurt. But the example is there and set. We don't want to wait. We have a mission that we're trying to achieve here as a team. And we absolutely care about you guys. That's why we're here. But we don't want to get derailed with content in the chat. We've never allowed it. But I want to be an open place where everybody feels safe and comfortable. You'll never be banned for life here. If you done something wrong, if YD or Jay or myself, whoever has that ability, you can always email us and we can talk things through. But we need to always be very careful with the way that we conduct our words, and the podcast and the chat matters to us. You guys are a part of the podcast.
We are
literally right now.
We are a family. And so as a family, this is what families have to deal with. Like you have to know the rules of how to communicate with the rest of your people that you communicate with. We do this in all situations. And so here on YouTube, it's a different situation where we have a live chat that stays up next with the video after it's published. So I look at the chat as another instrument, another tool, another benefit to the viewer. So not only do they have the content that we put out, but then they have the commentary from the people that were in the chat. So this is a super key important part of this whole process. And so you got to understand me. The way I look at the chat is it's either adding benefit to a hangout or a video, or it's detracting. Right, so it's either adding benefit or...
You're going to give it a score, huh? You're going to go with the hockey analogy?
I'm going with the hockey
Plus
analogy.
or minus for each player. You guys, Jason is holding us all accountable right now. If you guys aren't paying attention, we're talking about... This is about sacrifice, right? And about hard work. Continue, Brumble.
Well, so I'm going to give people the hockey analogy. If you don't know the game, there's a stat that when a player is on the ice and a goal is scored against... Right, the goal is scored against your team.
It's a minus.
It's a minus. If you're on the ice and a goal is scored for against the other team,
that's a positive.
That's a positive. So you can be a +1 or a -1, right? That way. So if you apply the hockey analogy to the chat, if you look back at the comments and you were to review one of these hangouts afterwards, and you look at the comments and from a third person, a completely impartial, objective observer. You just read through the comments and you see which ones you would say this one added something to this content. This was a +1. And then you look at the ones that didn't add anything to the content, and you do a -1, and you look at your score at the end of a hangout. Then you're going to see that the chances are most people are going to be in the negative. Now, this is a place where you can work on that score. You can consciously think about, is my comment adding towards the content? Is it helping somebody else? Is it on topic here? Get those +1s, and then the friendly chit chat and stuff like that, you're going to take those minuses. You're going to take those, and that's fine, because that improves morale, and it can be beneficial in that way as well. So just look at your score at the end of a hangout, look back at the chat and see how many times you were a plus or a minus on the ice that day, right?
Yeah, no, this is actually, we're just trying to clean up a few things with the chat and allow people to have freedoms. We want people to feel free. And we also want open discourse where people see things their way. We want to hear you too, but we want to be able to do it in a controlled, proper way where we can give it its proper time. But anyways, back into this, it goes on to state, how best can you serve others? I still was it the one before that?
Yeah.
So once you start seeing these things, once you start having these become your actions, discipline, applying acquired knowledge, loving other people, right? And then you begin to seeing the happiness derived from it. So the effort, again, is what's most important. And internal validation. Those are all the key things that I really want to share. It matters so much to me that I practice these too. So that's, I'm thankful that we got to spend this time together, you guys. Jason, great job, man, running the podcast or doing the whole thing, bro. You nailed it. It was great.
No,
I
it was
even
a
like
bungled up night. But
what's the white border? Did you add that? That's cool, man. I like it. I noticed it. I was like, that's cool. I like what you did there. You did great. And sometimes when things get curveballs, nobody likes that. We like our routine where we do things exactly the same way over and over again, repetitiously.
Kneel
Is that
down
even a real
victories.
word?
Kneel
Is
down
that a real
victories.
word? Repetitiously? Did I make that
Rapaciously. No, I'm just kidding.
We're such nerds, you guys. We better not keep going on this topic, bro. People are going to think we're geeks. But I had a really good time tonight, even going over that stuff with Jerry, because, we did have a talk about it already, Jerry, that if we seen this kind of content, we were going to have a talk about it publicly, because it's an example that other people can see too. If you disagree with us, we want that. Just put it in the comments below, not in the chat, because we don't want to stop the podcast all the time and say, well, if you look into the etymology and the actual truth behind the word proud, it could be used in two different ways. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands why we had to share that. And it was a great week. I enjoyed all of it. I'm super thankful. Jason, I'll let you do the rest of the talking, and I'm going to just rest my voice for a while, guys. I'm sorry. I just wanted to comfort everybody this week. I'm out.
Yeah, so Sunday night, we're planning on...
Oh, you want me to talk more?
What?
I just said, I'm kidding. It's okay. Go ahead. I was like, I'm going to take a break. And you're like, Sunday night.
I'm just letting people know.
I know,
Sunday
you're
night,
hilarious.
we're going to probably dive into the book of Nephi and see what y'all think of that. So I think it's going to be fun. I read it once. I'm looking forward to the second read. And it's been great. Thank you for putting this all together, brother. I know that this was all on...
Thank you.
all
you
on
did
you.
it, bro. You. What do you mean all of me? We're a team. We're a team, guys.
All right. So where is the only place anybody's going to hear any of this, brother?
Yeah, how was Shai? News Network.